What's going on, fuckheads? Tommy C here. I want to ask you a favor. Ian Miles Chung, nice enough to give us a really good interview on Shot from the Point. If you could do him a big favor and go check out his YouTube channel where he is going to cover the gaming news and call out the SJW reporters for what they are. He's got insight like nobody else. He's been behind enemy lines. Hell, he's been the enemy. So anything that the gaming journalism spits out there will go challenged by Ian Miles Chung, and it'll make it a lot clearer for you. So why don't you go in the description box below and check it out. Thank you, Ian, and thank you, fuckheads, for giving him a sub. You didn't pay me. I'm not a shill.
My clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass YouTube broadcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point. Very special interview today with none other than the Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom, this is Howard. You don't even know who the fuck Howard Cosell was, dude. Do you?
No idea.
Yeah, no idea who he was. That's the generation gap between you and I. There's references that I would make, and your young and ass would not grasp them or think they were funny, and you would call me old man and hurt my feelings and shit. How the hell are you, Turkey Tom?
I'm good. You?
Great. I'm great. You know, I want to start this. First of all, we talked about this off air. I'm not going to go easy on you. I'm gonna.
Right.
There's some angry people with you. There's some angry people.
There are.
I've even heard this, that it's my fault.
Oh, that's interesting.
Something tells me you were always a prick, and I had nothing to do with it. But I do not regret, because our careers, for lack of a better word, or popularity, me and you are kind of weirdly intertwined, pretty much forever. Would you agree?
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's
sure.
kind of a weird thing, because if you all didn't remember, I was on a campaign to point out that Keemstar was using Aiden projects to kind of battle an enemy or bury an enemy and what have you. And Tom was in for you guys who like to piss and moan about Tom. Tom was in a very uncomfortable situation where he was being offered money and more fame, and he didn't know me from friggin' Adam. And rather than take the money and make the same mistake that I did, well, I don't know if it was a mistake, but you definitely would have sold your soul. He told Keem to stick it up his fucking ass. And by the way, I always will appreciate that. And I think it says a lot about your character, despite maybe some of the enemies that you've created in recent months.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate that. I mean that. That you could have gone a couple of different ways with that. And there was probably little or nothing that I could have done other than say it would have been a sort of a he said, she said situation. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What happened since then?
Yeah.
What happened to you since then? You've hit 10,000 subs? Like how
I have.
things
I've
changed?
hit 14,000.
Well, you hit 14. Now you're up to 14 now. That's right.
Coming up on 15. Yeah, things are going well. School's over, so plenty of time to make videos. Yeah.
See, we got
Been a
1,
good time
2,
since
3, 5 videos in the last 3 weeks.
I have, yes.
How much can we expect before school starts again?
I'd say during school I expect to still be releasing 2 or 3 videos a month, but I've got a video coming out tonight at 5. I've got a Digibro video planned for this weekend.
Are you really going to make the Digibro video? I thought you weren't.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to hit you over the head. You said you were done with drama. That's drama.
I did.
Okay. Well, then
It
what
is.
happened?
I think as a means of growth, drama's good. I think as long as it doesn't become a part of your character.
I don't think there's any way to separate
then
the
it's
two.
fine.
Well,
I think there's definitely a way to separate it, for sure.
What if he comes back at you?
I don't know. It depends on how he comes back at me.
He says,
Either I come back at
good,
him-
and then maybe makes a false accusation. How'd he come back? Now you're in the drama.
Well, then I definitely have to go back on him, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you going to separate the two? I told you this wasn't going to be easy.
That's true. I guess the separation comes from whether the drama becomes a part of your person and becomes so integral to your content that it degrades it, or if it sort of just remains separate. For example, Grade, you remember him? His content became consumed by drama, which is, I think, why a lot of people didn't like him. And I think the thing about me is I sort of see the mistakes that other YouTubers have made, and I realize your content can't be completely focused on drama, or else people only go to you for the drama and not the content.
Yes. Would you put me in that category as well?
To an extent, yeah. Obviously, everyone has their hardcore fan base, including you.
Yeah.
But I'd say a decent amount of people come to see your stuff, to see the topics, you know?
It depends. It is. It's very title heavy. You're absolutely right. And they're not gonna check out my Onision song or the rap song that I did about fucking Rice Gum. You're absolutely right. It's been a real uphold role. That was an excellent answer, by the way. That was really good.
I've thought about that a lot. I think it's
I think you're right. No, I actually agree with you. And it was also a difficult one. It's integral to it. Because I mean, I think it's impossible almost for the same reasons that it's impossible to sit there and be a commentator and not involving yourself with drama. I think it's also impossible to separate yourself from it completely too. Even though your hero, if I'm not mistaken, although it hasn't been heavy. I Hate Everything has been involved in tiny dramas, most recently with Rags. Well, I mean, he didn't answer, but he does handle it better. He knows when to talk and when not to. I mean, there is going to be somebody that calls you out at the very least, even if you don't respond. But
I mean, there was a time when IHE, the reason he got big was because of drama. I remember he had around 80,000 subscribers when the whole Cool Cat thing happened with fair use.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
And then his channel got deleted, and all of these, these two large situations are really what boosted him to internet fame. He'd probably still only have around 500K right now. Instead, he's near 2 million.
He's amazing. Well, he's a special talent. I don't know. He's a special talent. But, you're right. I mean, if your character, what you're presenting, is all about drama, if that's all they saw, I mean, yeah, they might have went away. He might have been.
Yeah, I think what you have to do is be able to ride out the drama and grow from it, and then show your subscribers that there's more to you than just the drama.
I would agree with that totally. No, you're right, and it did. I would say it poisoned my channel to some extent. But I had nothing but to do but rebuild, so can't stop me. Let's go into some other stuff. I want you to react to this video.
All right.
Yeah, I think you know what it is.
Oh, okay.
I want you to watch it. Be quiet during it. I'm going to leave it uninterrupted, and I want you to react to it. Okay, here we go. Right. This is a. I'm not going to be able. In fact, I don't think I found the tweet that you sent him to spawn this. All right. Well, actually, let's go there. What did you send him to spawn this reaction?
It wasn't about me originally. I think I made a tweet around, or sort of concerning another YouTuber named King Ani, which is Alex's ex-girlfriend. And she has been producing some very low tier, low effort, and honestly shit content. And I found it kind of infuriating that people just gave it a pass when just a few years ago everyone was on the Jinx hate train. So I pointed it out. And then I got a bunch of responses, of course, from all of her friends defending her because, she's a nice person and all of this. And eventually Bunty made a tweet that he claimed wasn't a sub-tweet, but I'm pretty sure was because it was so specific and so timely that I didn't think it was
specific at all. I don't think. I think it was total general to the commentary community. I think you thought he was talking about you.
I think maybe he wasn't meaning to address me, but I definitely think he saw the situation beforehand.
I could imagine him thinking you being a part of the greater picture, or one of the characters that was in that group. But I don't think it was. I think it was a general criticism to the commentary community.
Okay, and I guess we'll just have to agree.
Yeah, we'll have to agree. Okay, fair. I'm just putting that exactly. I'm putting that out there. You know what? There's no way, one way or another. What exactly did you write him?
I don't remember exactly.
Paraphrase as you can.
People were responding saying, "Oh, you're talking about Turkey Tom," and then I think I don't remember what my response was, but he left this response. If I remember, the basic justification for it was, "Stop talking shit about other YouTubers. If you say you're going to quit because of content, just quit, or actually get yourself off your ass and make videos." Which I think sort of had a good part and a bad part to it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Has an adult ever talked to you that way?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. I was wondering because the part of the tweet that really got my attention, that would have got me to respond very similar. Although I don't know if I'd have dropped the F-bomb as many, but that's nitpicking. And the only reason I wouldn't drop the F-bomb is because your age. How old are you now, currently?
I'll be 16 in a month.
In a month. Okay, congratulations. That's what made me uncomfortable, but I didn't, the content of the response I thought was dead on. And I thought it was, you needed to be knocked down a peg. I guess my only issue with it was, it felt like it was coming from a place of anger. And
I mean, yeah, and I think the message was good, but he said it as if I'm not making content.
Yeah.
But I am. I post, probably once every 7 days, 6 days. So implying that all I do is sit and bitch and moan on Twitter is just sort of, a fallacy because I do make content regularly.
Yeah. Okay. But I think that plays into my hand why it was generalization.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's generalization. The original tweet, this one you thought was a subtweet, was generalization. The thing that I found most infuriating was one sentence that sticks in my head, that you said your opinion is invalid, therefore your opinion is invalid. I had this argument with Willie Mack where he did something like that in one of his videos. That, if I had to guess, is what got this reaction. Because it's one thing to go up and counter somebody's argument or their subtweet and or whatever he's going to think. It's like, but I've proved you wrong based on my anecdotal opinion. Did I
say that?
Yes. We can look it up.
Show me because I don't remember it.
Yeah, it was like, therefore, something in the effect that your opinion doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what? We really, to be fair, we do have to look this up for you. It's going to take a minute though. Yep. And that,
but no,
I found that fucking infuriating, and I may have had a similar reaction. But when I watched it, I was like, at first I was like, whoa, roasted, and then I was uncomfortable with it. But let's take a look at that, and then we're gonna get in not so much with Bunty, but we're gonna not so much get into with Bunty, but really get into maybe you are. I often when I saw that I kind of wondered if some of the things that I'm hearing, I suppose, is this might have been the last straw type of thing because there were a few people that shared. But I got to be honest with you, I wasn't terribly comfortable with it. I thought I would have handled it slightly different with the same content, I think. But let's you didn't delete the tweet, did you?
No, they're still there.
Okay. I should.
I in general, I don't delete tweets.
Good for you. Good for you.
Especially in an argument.
Yeah, I mean, I only delete typos, which admittedly is often, but I'm not a big, even if I fuck up, I'm not a big believer in deleting tweets. God, if I accidentally dox somebody or something like that, that's the only reason I could think so. And I am, okay, this is right here. Okay, Turkey Tom, let's do search real quick. Here it is. And let me read your tweet.
Okay.
And get it on the web here. Let's read his first. Any commentator that makes videos about other commentators and their low-effort content needs to start making content that doesn't revolve around other commentators' content. If all you do is complain about everyone around you, it's quite possible you're the problem. I hate
taking L's.
I don't like Keem. Hey, Turkey Tom. Yes, you're not even Turkey. You're not getting off that easy on this one. I'm not giving you that rap. I do have a problem with what you're quite. I hate that you're quite the problem. Well, what is the problem, and explain why they're part of it. So that was actually kind of weak, but I do get where he's coming from. Whereas this constant meandering about the quality of other people's content. Let's take somebody like Ali A, who admittedly is low, extremely low effort. Not all content on television or anything else is refined. You know, there is a place for would you consider WWE wrestling high-end content on television?
No.
It's enjoyed by millions. And the millions of people that know.
Well, yeah, I agree, but I don't care about it, so I don't critique it.
Well, I'm not talking about you specifically, but I think that's what he's getting at. Your success level has nothing to do with your talent, and it never has, ever.
Yeah,
so the argument that what was high and low effort and what should be popular is just semantics. I think that's what he's saying.
I think what he's basically getting at is that you shouldn't make videos about other commentators because either there are worse channels out there or because what does that tweet say? it looks like basically he's just saying you shouldn't make content that doesn't revolve around other commentators because if you whine about everyone around you, you're probably the problem. One, he doesn't address what the problem is.
I agree with that.
So it's kind of a vague tweet.
Okay.
And two, basically he's saying you shouldn't argue with people in your own community because you're supposed to be friends with them, which is retarded.
That's
to me.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. With that.
Like
You took the tweet quite twittfully. I think he's addressing the people that aren't as successful as the quote low content people because they're masking their critique is a mask for their jealousy. That's what I think he's saying. You think he's saying something else, and I don't know that you're wrong. You know, you think
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
If would I love to have 400,000 subscribers like I'm Alex?
Me too, baby.
Of course.
Me too.
I would absolutely love that. Am I a little jealous?
Would you
of
change your
people with more
content to do it?
subscribers?
The more important, would you change your content to do it?
Depends on how drastically I have to change it.
I think it's fair enough.
But I think what I was saying is, am I a little jealous? Yes, but I would rather have no subscribers than have a channel like Alex's making the shit that he makes with 400K. Honestly,
I'll get into Alex in a minute, but I don't think all his stuff is absolute trash.
I don't think it's absolute trash. I think it's very mediocre, and I hate mediocrity more than I hate anything.
I think that's why he's talking. He is talking about you because mediocrity is subjective.
Well, obviously, yeah.
I'm
not saying my opinions are correct.
It's obviously, but then I'm the part of the problem thing. I don't get it all, but it just seems useless and worthless, and it is almost a mediocre criticism.
I mean, if you want this genre to improve, then obviously you'd criticize things that are
I think that's
bad or mediocre.
If you want to, that's grandstanding. I think that's empty.
I don't think it's grandstanding.
I hate taking L's.
Tom, to make problems with Minecraft Puppet Steve. What? Tom,
fuck you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I tell people said there are people.
No,
saying,
I'm not saying that I am this savior of commentary or anything
No,
like
I
that.
don't think
But what I'm saying is that no one is immune to criticism. No matter how good your movie or content is, everyone deserves criticism. It's how we improve. It's how we decide what we should watch, what we should promote, and what we should shit all over, and what we should want to improve. Mm-hmm. If we want things to improve, if we want a better quality of content overall, then we have to criticize it.
You know what it sounds like? It's like you see people. We really need is world peace, because you're talking about a collective thinking, and what you're asking for is virtually impossible.
Right, it's not going to happen. I enjoy making videos about it, and I think some people find them entertaining.
Oh no, I'm not. No. I'm criticizing your attitude, not your content. I don't think there's anything wrong with your content. I might disagree with some of your opinions, but I don't you think it's a little ridiculous to make content to make the world about the commentary community, which is with a bunch of which, and you're not one of them, a bunch of fucking shitheads, a better place. You don't think that's grandstanding?
No, that's not why I make content. That's not my philosophy. I'm saying if there was an argument ever for it, that's what I would say.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right. Well, that is a little different, but it sounded like that's why you make content.
I make content because I enjoy it.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's get into this part. We didn't get into what you said, and I want to read what you said. Have you considered the is obnoxious? Has you considered the point of the commentary community to give opinion or those around you? See, I find that a little bit of a straw man because I don't think that's what he's saying. Because I think it comes down to how.
No, he says you shouldn't criticize people around you. I say that's the point of commentary.
I think it's no. It's all. No, I think it's what he's saying is if that's all you're doing, you're the problem.
That's not all I do, though.
But it's not about you. It's a general tweet.
I don't think there are any commentators that just do that other than like Surplus.
I tell you, I am in that chat. Most of you guys do is bitch and moan. He probably sees a lot of it too about other YouTubers, and that's a fucking objective fact. I would never pull up the DMs to the NCO, but it's constant bitching and moaning.
Well, it is a Twitter chat.
Fair enough. But it's. I think that he's connected. That's where I think he's going. He's going for that attitude, and it is annoying. It's obnoxious.
Okay, that's fair. It's annoying, but it's also in a closed Twitter DM, so it's not like we're really bothering anyone with it.
I think that's what he's hitting on. Because he gets that vibe. He doesn't have to see the fucking tweets to get that vibe. I get that. I would have got that vibe either way. In fact, I always have. Whether it would be Alex or Chubbs or even the people I like. Okay. Have you considered the point of the commentary community is to give your opinion to those around you? And the most commentators also do that. So in essence, your tweet means nothing. There's your mistake.
How's
You
it a
didn't
mistake?
completely dismiss his argument without actually fucking defeating it.
Okay, so right, he says you shouldn't criticize those around you because it makes you a part of the problem. I say commentators can criticize those around them. That's kind of the point of commentary. I think this thing that I sort of, you know, you can see the last sentence: stop criticizing people who are making a living criticizing things because we're supposed to be friends with them. Like all Alex
Well,
does,
he didn't
almost.
say friends. He goes, any commentator that makes videos about other commentators and their low effort content, that quote unquote. So we're not talking about low effort content. We're not talking about just criticism. It's a low effort part. It's a specific criticism. You can criticize people. You can
I don't
criticize high end content for all sorts of reasons. It's specifically low effort content. I can't believe I said that correctly. If I did, with my tongue bitten, I'm actually impressed with myself. It needs to start making content that doesn't revolve around other content. I mean, that's an opinion. You can make content. About
Yeah,
whatever
no,
the fuck you
I
like.
in that sense,
Yeah.
I agree with it. I mean, low effort content on its own doesn't make something bad. You know, I'm proud to say.
So,
I don't know, proud.
So,
I don't
so
know,
the thing that more than likely pissed him off and would have pissed me off. How did you defeat his argument by this first sentence? Have you considered the point of the commentary community is to give your opinion about those around you, and most commentators also do that. So, in essence, your tweet means nothing. How does his tweet mean nothing? If it was actually empty, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now.
Yeah, for sure. I suppose in a way I misinterpreted his argument, but at the same time I nicked part of it for sure. I think what I was really responding to was the second part where he says, if all you do is complain about
I agree
everyone
with
around you,
I can't
then
disagree
it's
with you on
quite
that whatsoever. I can't disagree with him.
Yeah.
And I really think it's something that I did when I was your age. Like I've got it sounds obnoxious. It's like I have defeated you. Give up. You know, that's what it sounds to him. And he's 30-year-old guy. He's like, "Who the fuck are you, little man? I'm gonna fix your ass." That's what I think happened. You know, and
Okay.
it is anecdotal on my end as well. I'll give you that. But you are a very good debater. I'll give you that, kid. Here we go, Bunty King, and here was his response.
Gobble, gobble, Turkey Tom. Hey, I checked out your timeline. It seems like you feel like quitting when people with low quality content.
Did you ever say you quit? That part I didn't get. Did you ever?
Yeah,
say,
I said it makes me want to quit. That was
now obviously that was satirical though, right?
Victory.
'Cause I can't imagine you ever quitting this. Was it satirical, or were you being literal?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about satirical, but it was definitely more of a joke. I'm not gonna quit because someone out there makes a shit video.
So that is
That's ridiculous.
dumbest. That is dumbest. Okay, fair enough. So then he kind of takes you literally there. Okay.
Content or low effort content get more views than you. So how about you do yourself and everybody else a favor and just fucking quit YouTube already? How about that, huh? Because I can guarantee you that won't be the first time you see low effort content.
He's absolutely right about that. You're going to see it now and forever. And I
don't have
your
the
criticism
problem.
alone, no matter how spectacular or how poignant or how on the money it is, isn't going to change that.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a problem with low effort content in and of itself. I mean, you know, I like plenty of
like
channels
stupid
that
shit,
make
too.
content that doesn't take a lot of effort. For example, you know, I wouldn't call Mumkey Jones's content low effort,
It's
but it
not.
definitely takes less effort than mine to make.
You think so?
And he doesn't put in as much editing. It's scripted, which is good. I think his scripting is probably better than mine.
See, that's what I think
But,
makes it.
you know,
I would disagree with you there. I think the scripting part is the most difficult. The editing, editing,
for him,
Yeah.
anyway, yeah. But what I'm saying is that I think his content probably overall, and he's told me this, takes less effort than mine. Not knocking him for it, because
Okay.
I think his videos are better than mine in the long run. But that's just you know, I don't have a problem with low effort content in general. I have a problem with low effort content that's bad.
Okay. All right.
Obviously, that's a subjective opinion.
Oh,
My
it all
opinions-
is at the end of the day. No, I think I get where you're coming from now, actually.
Okay.
Going back to Bunty.
Quit YouTube already. How about that, huh? Because I can guarantee you that won't be the first time you see low effort content get more views than you. It happens all the fucking time. So worrying about other people's content and how much effort they put into it is absolutely stupid. The best thing that you can do is put more effort into yours and then grow your fucking brand or whatever the fuck you're trying to do. All right, buddy? Take it easy.
See, that's the problem I had with this, because immediately I was like, good. I'm glad you got slapped in your place. But I was, is there any reason to talk to you that way? But then I read, then your tweet means nothing, which is essentially saying your opinion means nothing.
I mean,
that
yeah,
means
I
you get
came,
slapped. That means you get
I
slapped
came
back.
across as extremely condescending. He just did it back.
And that's
I understand.
in fairness, Tom, that's a part of your act, and that's what's funny about you, if I could say so. Do you think he was out of line by doing that, talking to you that way?
I don't think he's out of line. I mean, people can do what they want. I'm not going to judge them.
No, was he out of line?
how-
People could do. He could have said "fuck you" and your mother. He could have said anything he wanted. He could say, "Is it right?"
Is it right for him to make that
Yeah, to
tweet?
talk to you that way, being a 15-year-old kid.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to make a morality check on a Twitter
Okay, fair
video.
enough.
I'm not going to grandstand.
I don't
like
know.
that.
I don't know. Good move. I don't know. I've had coaches talk to me that way when I was talked that way in the military. But I as much as I agree with him, and I agree a little less with him now that I had this debate with you. As much as I agree with him, why is my conscience telling me I'm uncomfortable? And if that's the case, because there's something wrong here. And I think the biggest problem I have with this is not the content. It's almost like he's masking his contempt by
I mean, in a way, yeah, because I know he
in a
probably
way it's
would-
passive aggressive.
Yeah, I'd agree, but I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with him making the tweet in the first place. I'm not going to criticize him for it. You know, if I come and swing at him, it doesn't really matter how old I am.
But
I don't even know if he knows how old I am.
You didn't drop the F bomb on him. If he was and said "fuck you," I would have said, "Oh God." He could just do just about anything. You didn't do that.
I mean,
you were condescending at the most.
If I come and make a big reply tweet to him telling him his tweet means nothing, I mean it's completely reasonable for him to reply, regardless of my age.
Yeah, if you're saying mine means nothing, why don't you just quit? Yeah, I guess
yeah.
It was a good roast. I'll give him that. What was your react? I mean, I know how you reacted to it. I don't know if you want to make that public. And then this is
I think my reaction was just sending messages and kind of picking apart his video, but I did sort of agree with it in a way. Yeah.
Were you hurt?
No, I wasn't hurt
at all.
I don't care for what Bunty King thinks of me, honestly.
I don't know if he thinks bad. I think he just lost his cool a little bit. I don't think he thinks anything less or more than you.
I mean, Bunty King's just some guy on a Twitter account who doesn't really do anything in the community anymore, so I'm not going to get super offended.
Do you realize that is your problem right there, what you just said?
That's my problem?
Yes, that's what's.
I mean, I'm not trying to
creating
disrespect
enemies.
him. I'm just
that
saying
is how you're creating enemies. What you just said.
Okay.
I have no problem with what you just said. Bunty's in a different world than
explain,
you.
Tommy.
What's that?
If he was someone I admired and looked up to, then I'd be very offended. But to him, he's just like equal with me. Like I don't.
Do you look at commentators and YouTubers like that, where there's sort of a hierarchy of what's good and what's bad? Is that how you see things?
I mean, not exactly. Depending on their content, that's how I respect them or don't.
Oh, really?
I don't really care for sub count or Twitter followers.
Do you do the thing that I hate the most? Do you hold people's? Although I've never seen you, Kavos does this, or at least I get the vibe. Their content is a reflection of their character.
That's not true.
No, I know it's not true, but do you do that?
No,
the point,
definitely
bitch. Not at all. It sounded like it because it sounded that what you said. I don't care, and he's not
Bunty King
really. He's not all that
have
much.
content,
And
he just makes
I
tweets.
see if he was somebody to admire, then I would take it seriously. It was almost like you backtracked a little. You backtracked. You said, okay, maybe he should have reacted that way. I get what I said, and then you said something similar that he's nothing anyway.
I mean,
which is also
I'm not saying
condescending.
he's nothing. I'm saying if he was someone I admired, I'd probably be hurt. But I'm not because he's not someone I really look up to or care
You're
for.
smooth. Stop the point, bitch. What's your ethnicity, by the way? Like, what's your
My
European
ethnicity?
Yeah, your European background.
My mother is from Bulgaria.
Oh, get out of here, Eastern European.
Yeah, and my dad is just English on his side.
He's British on his side. I was wondering. I don't know much about Bulgaria. I dated it.
It's by like Turkey and Greece.
Well, I know where it is, fuckface. I mean, I asked for
Okay, well I don't
geography.
know. What is there to
I
know?
do a geography lesson.
What is there to know? They make alcohol and pull in spring bottles. I mean, that's about
Yeah.
it.
Okay. No, I dated a Bulgarian girl, but she's tried to tell me, but I wasn't listening. All right. All right. But you weren't hurt by that? I thought you got a little rattled by the tweets.
No, I wasn't really rattled. No.
Yeah. Can you see why that would make people upset? I'm not excusing her. I'm not saying what he did was good or bad. Can you see why that make people
Why?
upset?
What
or
would make
adults?
people upset?
Those choices of words.
I guess if I was an adult and I was talking to my kid, maybe. But
Oh God, you let your kid talk to you that way. You got a problem.
no, I said if I was an adult and someone said that to my kid.
Yeah. Oh, really? You would feel that way. I did feel. I gotta be honest with you, and you probably make you feel. When I see something like that happen, and I have two kids, that's right. I picture. I don't know if I'm supposed to do this or not. I empathize with you as if you were my child, and yeah,
I'd say a lot of parents probably do that.
But a lot of parents probably don't know what the fuck you do on YouTube anyway. All they do is they see this dude, dude coming at you.
I mean, honestly, I don't need sympathy or anything. I mean, nothing.
Not asking for it. I'm not asking for it. I'm challenging you.
Okay.
You're doing pretty good. I'm not asking for sympathy. I don't have sympathy for you. I am a father, and I don't know if I'm comfortable. I don't care if people say profanities around you. That's no big deal. You're in high school. But I'm not terribly comfortable with that sort of vitriol with a kid. But at the same time, I think he asked for it.
I did definitely ask for it.
Okay, and you're good at this. You're in high education. You're in special education classes, aren't you?
Yeah, I wear a helmet in gym class.
That's not what I meant. You know exactly.
No, yeah.
I know this is gonna be tough because you're not that big a dick. You're in like I wouldn't say. I'm not the smart kid classes. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to relate with other kids your age?
No, not really, because I come from a place where there are a lot of kids in those classes. So
you do well with them.
Yeah.
Are you even the smartest kid in the room with all those kids, or is
I'm not the smartest kid in the room. No, I'd say I'm smart enough that I can sort of not pay attention in class, but still do well.
You're like my stepbrother. You became a doctor.
My
stepbrother became a doctor that way. So
I'm definitely not like some genius or anything like that.
You're pretty smart. You're pretty quick. You got away with words. No, you're. Well, if you think I'm pretty good, you're going to be way better than me. And when you're my age, you're going to be.
A lot of people tell me that. You're not really showing it yet. But
you're going to be good. You're going to be good. You're going to be real good. Wow, Bearing's in the chat. How does it make you feel when you talk to big YouTubers? You have Bearing in there right now.
Oh, cool. I like Bearing. I like his videos.
You break Billy the Fridge in there?
Billy the Fridge. Oh, I know who he is. I don't really watch many of his videos.
He's not appealing to your age group. I don't think. Billy the Fridge is about. To me, it's about being a social media star. He just kind of lets you in on the inside of that. That's what his streams are about. And then he's a professional rapper. You never saw the video. I'm Just a Bill.
On what?
I'm Just a Bill. He had a huge hit.
No, I don't think I saw it.
What's the matter with you? It's not high. It was a low effort content.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not for kids. Billy Fritz. I want to bring something up that you mentioned in the NCO, but I want to get your permission first. And it kind of goes back to be the condescending. Tell me right now. You were recently struck by somebody, correct?
Struck by somebody?
Somebody attacked you. Work?
They did?
That's what you said.
Oh,
you want to tell a story? You want to tell the story?
Sure, I'll just say.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't give that kid's name. Do not give that kid's name. Tell the story. How did it happen?
Yeah, I was asking for it again. Basically, I was just. I work at a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's my summer job. I help out in the kitchen. I wash dishes. I make shit in the morning.
Cool.
And this kid. I say kid, like I'm 30 years old, but he was like 19, 18 maybe.
We know what you mean. I call it, yeah, don't worry about that. I
don't know, but I was friendly with him. I liked him. I thought he was kind of a cool guy. So I jokingly called him a wigger.
What happened when he called him a wigger?
He looked right at me. He turned back to cutting his parsley for a second, then punched me as hard as he could in the side of my head.
Oh, in the head? You had a 19-year-old man hit you in the head.
Yeah.
I thought he was close to your age. I didn't know he was.
No, I mean he was like, I don't know exactly how old he is. I think he dropped out of high school or something.
Oh really? What a shock! Hit a 15-year-old kid. What a scumbag!
I was asking for it.
Me and Billy the Fridge want to pay him a visit. My fat ass and his fat ass.
But yeah, so that happened.
Why did you call him a wigger? Why did you call him a wigger?
Because he was listening to like 50 Cent, and he would always talk like he was from like the Bronx and things like that. So I thought it was a funny description of him. So I said it. I was like, "Yo, what's up, wigger boy?" And then he hit.
Well, he had to prove that he was a true wigger.
Oh yeah. Maybe he'll pull out a sideways gun next time.
You snitch on him?
No.
I didn't think you did. That's why I like you, Turkey Tom.
I mean, if you snitch on someone, they're going to be pissed at you. And like I said, if he had done it unprovoked, maybe
you not snitch on him because you're afraid, or you not snitching on him because that's the code?
No, I'm not afraid of it. But I think if he had done it unprovoked, maybe I would have said something to my boss. Okay. But I mean, I was a dick right to him. So
Right, he's like, hey, what's up, my wigger?
yeah.
No, he shouldn't hit you. In all seriousness, I like the fact that you, yeah, strictly for my wiggers. There we go. Here come the memes.
Right.
Did he tell you why he hit you?
No, he just kind of did it and then walked off and got himself a cup of coffee.
Gangster. None of your friends found out about it? If I was your father, I would whip his ass.
I didn't tell my dad. No, I told
you're
some of
right,
my friends.
You're right.
They
I'm
just
not
thought
saying
it was
you know,
funny.
It is kind of
Yeah.
funny.
I'd imagine my
It's just,
father would do the same
you have any idea how many YouTubers like Bunty King that you made happy?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Bow! No, that's not right, though. It's funny, but it's not right. It's kind of the way I feel about Bunty's video. It's funny. It's just something bothers me about it, you know?
I mean, I don't know. It taught me a lesson for sure. Like, I'd never really received a repercussion for saying any of the stupid shit I say, so.
You shouldn't be hit for saying shit. You should, you know, for joking around. You can't be.
Well, yeah, but I think, you know, being around, I don't know, other people, they're not always accepting of that. So chances are there could be a worse consequence in the future
true.
depending on what I say to who.
That's right.
So I think it could be good. I got knocked on my ass once.
You got hit. You got told off by a 30-year-old man. I want you to tell me this is going to be your hardest question, right? Why should you be allowed to have a YouTube channel at your age, considering how much damage it can do to you personally and the people around you?
I guess there's no real justification for that. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do regardless.
Do you know that I took a lot of heat because I've had this stance that I'm not comfortable with kids your age having YouTube channels, and somebody called us. You know, you criticize Aiden Projects for having a YouTube channel and stuff like that, or kids in general, but yet you're no problem with Turkey Tom. Do you know what my response was?
No.
It was I don't necessarily agree with Turkey Tom having a channel. It's just this is the playing field. I don't choose a playing field. This is the playing field I'm given.
Right,
And,
for sure.
I
mean,
have
you
to. I have
can't
to work with
control
kids. I have no.
whether I have a channel or not.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to willingly, but I do wonder and I do worry from that parent perspective that I spoke to you before, if this is good for you. I don't, because you could make a video so good. Let's say it's Bearing in there in the chat, right? And he could lose subs. Bearing makes his money. I'm assuming, you know, he's got pretty big sponsorships. And I wonder if that kind of power is healthy for a 15-year-old boy. I think that's my only questions. The fact that you're making videos and being critical, that part I have no problem with. It's the amount of responsibility.
I mean, I don't really have an ego about it. I'm not exactly iDubbbz here. I've got 14,000 subscribers.
No, you have an ego. You have a healthy, I don't know if it's unhealthy. You have a little bit of an ego. I don't think that's fair.
I don't think so. Not about my sub count. I think
About the quality of your content. That's just
yeah, I don't think it's godly or anything, but you know, I'm definitely proud of some of the content I've created.
You should be.
Yeah, I wouldn't upload it if I wasn't proud of it.
You should be. But so are we landing with you should have a YouTube channel, or you shouldn't, or you're not sure?
I mean, I don't know if if either answer is correct. I mean, maybe from a parental standpoint, I shouldn't, but I mean, obviously, I'm not going to just delete it.
Oh, baby, I'm telling you to delete it. I don't know.
Maybe if my parents got really upset about it, I would, but I doubt they would get that upset.
Let's go to that. Let's go back to January 2018, early. You were on fire. You had the whole Keemstar incident, not a real turkey. You stood up for me, and I'm forever grateful. By the way, like I said, you could have fucking sold me out 10 times, 6 ways at Sunday. You start making videos, you start making fans. People decided, like when Keem makes that video, you know, I like Turkey Tom. And Real Talk said that to me. Real Talk said to me, you know why Keem pointed Turkey Tom out? Because he's good. He's good at what he does. He's interesting and he's different. And I said, I didn't know. I always thought Keem attacked you because it was the day before you called in. That's why I thought that he heard you and just picked you. And he's in here a lot. He checks out what we do a lot. And I thought that might have been it. But maybe he did come across your stuff and say, that's pretty good, and did see you as sort of a threat. Are you a threat to other YouTubers?
I don't think so, no. I don't see myself as a threat in any way.
Could you be? Potentially? You know, you had, I had everything sub count. Might be a little different, right?
Well, yeah, for sure. But I think if I had a sub count, I'd probably stop making videos about drama or other YouTubers, and I'd probably just make, I don't know, like game reviews or something. If I wield that kind of power, I don't want to be the guy who like ruins someone's career. You know.
You don't want that power? Seriously, or are you just trying to? Are you virtue signaling that you're humble?
No, I'd say I want the power. I just don't want to use it.
Okay, okay, fair enough. Turkey, you should call you Turkey Slick. So they should call you.
Yeah.
This is not a normal conversation with a 15-year-old. The only thing that makes it 15-year-old is the fact that video games, YouTube, and that's consistent with your age. But I
don't act this way when I'm around my friends, to say the least.
Yeah, because you get punched in the fucking face. You get punched in the face. All right, just go back there. You're hired, and all of a sudden, I'm not making videos. Scary.
Right.
I think because you know this game. You start putting content out there. You got hot. People talking about Turkey Tom. People checking out Turkey Tom. People subbing Turkey Tom. People putting you over the 10K mark. And you're not going to be making videos because of school. What happened with your parents? Why did you shut it down?
It wasn't exactly my parents, honestly. It was more of my decision, but they were definitely not supportive of the way things were going. Basically, I was just poor at time management and was investing too much time into YouTube, which I see as more important than they see, but I definitely recognize that, this is a risk. There's no guarantee that YouTube's going anywhere for me, so I got to focus on school.
Sure. So did they tell you knock that shit off, or that was your decision?
I already knew it was coming. I knew I had to. I just sort of was postponing it as long as I could, and eventually they were like, yeah, you got to stop, get your grades up. And they weren't terrible. They weren't failing or anything, but
they're not, but you're capable of big shit in the school, I would imagine.
Yeah, they seem to think so. Yeah.
I think so. I'd be
good to hear.
No, I think so. I think you're capable of a lot. It's why I like you, Tom. I really do like you. And I'm not doing this shit, like I said to you offline, I'm not doing this shit to throw you in the bus. I'm not going to try to hurt you, especially after you did with me. But, I think what I'm trying to do with this interview is just show people who you really are. You're a kid.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Yeah, I know, you're a kid. You're different than a lot of us because you were in this different social environment that kids your age would normally be around, and it's easy to kind of stick your nose up at the smart kids or the rich kids or whatever, but it doesn't make it any less difficult. It just makes it different, and that's kind of what I wanted to expose in this interview. I want to show you, and you're not a bad guy. You're just not like the difference between you and me. You're obnoxious with the way you choose words. I was more of like the classical version of obnoxious, cursing, screaming, kicking shit. You're different. You're different, and it can come off as passive aggressive, and that really sends people off a fucking deep end in a lot of cases. But no, I think
I'm aware.
You are aware. You are aware. That's the most important thing. So I'm self-aware, right? In the commentary community.
Right.
Yeah, right. It's a big fucking cop out, isn't it? Right.
Self-deprecation.
Yeah, self-awareness. Self-deprecation and self-awareness, two way different things.
I mean, a lot of people sort of interchange the two, but I think self-awareness is important because you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, You get too invested in sort of this internet persona and you forget that you're just some retard making videos on YouTube.com.
One could make an argument the lack of self-awareness could also help you as well because you take chances you would normally take if you were constantly putting yourself in check. Would you agree with that?
I think I'm self-aware and I take chances.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You can do it all. Last couple videos, let's check them out. 4chan, fake drama, the problems with Twitch, which I thought was pretty good. The problems with what is that? I'm gonna
DeviantArt.
What is that?
It's like a art website.
And Reddit.
People post their art.
Well, is that? Oh, that's right. Because you make the art. That's right. I can't do that. And you draw Turkey Tom, the character.
I do.
You do. I like your art.
I haven't drawn the last iteration. Actually, somebody drew those for me. The one in the 4chan thumbnail.
The reason I like your style, and it was great. I mean, God, you remember Sky Does Minecraft was really raking you with your art. Remember that? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I do.
Was that surreal? Was that surreal? Because I know you grew up watching.
Oh yeah, it was surreal. As when Keemstar noticed me, that was surreal as hell. I mean, I'd sort of worn off now, but yeah, for sure. I mean, this guy that I remember when I was in second and third grade.
He's a YouTube legend. He's a legend. I mean, he's a legit.
Oh yeah, I mean, 13 million subscribers. That's fucking insane.
One of the hottest guys on the platform.
The fact that I attracted his attention kind of blew my mind.
Did it hurt? Did it bother you that somebody that big? I don't know if I could handle that. I don't know if Howard Stern fucking ripped me up like Sky. I don't know if I would come back with that. Why? How are you able to come back from that? and drive on.
Yeah, I was like, it's just some loser who makes Minecraft videos, whatever.
Is that what you told yourself? Because that's not true, by the way. Is that what you told
No,
yourself?
he's not a loser for sure. That's
Yeah.
just, I mean, that's like, when I'm replying to people in tweets and things like that, I can't put them on a pedestal too much, or I start, kind of backing up to a wall. You don't want that to happen. You can't treat people differently based on their sub count or success. I think
Okay, fair
everyone should be on an equal playing field.
I would agree with you on that. You took the criticism. You can dish it out and take it. I think you've well established that, by the way. Fake drama. You know what? It's funny because all the questions that my news team wrote are in Discord, and I think Discord's down. Isn't that fucking great?
Is it?
Yeah, it appears to be. Unless I go,
Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna-
not connecting for me.
yeah. Good thing we didn't do this on Discord, huh?
I guess
Let me
so.
see if I can get it on Discord webpage, or maybe my phone. Maybe I'll do it that way. How about that? Let's see. Well, where the fuck's my phone? I don't know.
Tommy can't spell.
Whatever. Nah, you're right. I can't. Discord web page. With Discord web. Let's see if I can take a look at it here, and because some of these are a little rough. Are you ready?
All right.
Some
yeah.
of them are quite nice, quite complimentary. I think, if I remember correctly, because I have memory issues, as some people know. I won't remember our interview in an hour or two. It's kind of bizarre, isn't it? Wow, it's not letting me in, and I don't even know my username.
Tommy C.
It might be, I don't know. Is it? I don't know my number. Oh wait! Whoa! We're into the back end here. Okay, we're good now. We're in there like swimwear.
All right.
In there like swimwear. You have a girlfriend? You have a girlfriend?
Let's see him.
You see her?
I do not have a girlfriend now.
Have you had more
What?
offers or something, or more people interested with your recent internet fame? I imagine a few people at school now.
Yeah, a few people know for sure. No, I don't think that's increased my chance with girls at all.
Do you think it will? Do you think it probably has, and you don't know it because you don't know how to take advantage of it? But that'll come with time. No, that's true.
Maybe.
Cavo said to me, this is from me. I wrote one or two. Cavo said to me, he wanted to fight Rice Gum. What do you think of that?
I mean, I think it's kind of ridiculous. I almost can't tell if he's like being jokey and ironic about it, or if he actually wants to face Rice Gum. I feel like for him it started as a joke, and now he's kind of gotten into it, and he's posting pictures of his massive, big English ball biceps on Twitter now. So maybe he's
He came
he's
in
kinda
one of my
getting into it.
chats. He convinced me that he's for real. I think he really wants it. I'm wondering if he wants it because Rice Gum is completely pussing out. Because I said to him, Deji and KSI are never letting you in because you cut videos on them. And he goes, it ain't Deji or KSI. Apparently Rice Gum's being pussy.
he can kick Rice Gum's ass.
I'm sure he could. Yeah, he could. He wiped the floor. I'm back. Would you root for Rice Gum or Carlos in that situation?
I mean, Cabos just because he's a part of the commentary.
Yeah, I would root for
community,
Carlos
and I
too,
wanna-
even if he's
yeah.
a pain in my fucking ass. Santa Claus says, "Are you actually a turkey?" Fuck you, Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Yeah,
I actually saw a turkey the other day in my yard. I was going to go out and see it, but it was gone.
yeah, they run away quick. You're in PA, right?
It's sad.
Or no, we're in Indiana, PA. Where the fuck are you? That part of the
Maine.
world? Maine? Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No kidding. Maine. Mars. Verse, what caused you to make the KSI Logan Paul video? What were you trying to convey? And I think I know what he's getting at.
I don't really think I had any real something to convey. I just wanted to make fun of it.
Oh, okay.
So I did.
You know that boxing hype is always fake, though, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So it was just a goof.
And, it was a very obvious title. I wasn't trying to make this big revelation.
Yeah. You weren't trying to pull, like, Cavo's pointing out, Little Tay's not a gangster,
No.
No. Okay. When did you create Bert C? Dr. Rock.
I created Bert C. Right when I met Tommy out of spite for him because I realized what a terrible, terrible person he is. So
I
had to
wouldn't
make a
have
character
put it
account.
past you. You weren't a suspect, though. We know who it is now, we think. We know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, we know who it is. Why? Is it you? Is it you?
No, it's not me. I wish I was that smart. That'd be
Fucking
awesome.
It's
No,
Raging
no.
Max.
No.
That's who it is. It's one of my own news team guys, which is what I thought in the first place, of course.
Yeah, I see him.
Tobes had a question for you.
Okay.
Are the levels of annoying and self-righteousness you achieve physically straining?
Yeah, sometimes I
Does
sweat
it hurt
when
your
I'm
arms, like your joints? Do you get pain in the back? Like, after you worked out for a long day, you get up and like, wow, man, I really worked out hard yesterday. Is it training?
bleeding. Yeah, sure. I get a hernia. Yeah.
Diorio, have you and Bunty scheduled your undercard? And what are you doing to train for the fight?
No, we have not. I think we're in different weight classes.
Fair enough. Well, actually, not one of these are nice, I don't think. Catastrophe. Oh, this one is. What inspired you to change the way you approach videos? Is there a major change in the way you approach? I didn't notice anything. I haven't watched all
Not
the
really.
new ones, so yeah.
I mean, I kind of have been drifting away from more commentary-focused content because I said what I needed to say about the genre. I've considered making a Wild Spartans video. I still may do it, but I just feel like I've said what needed to be said in a way. There's nothing more I can really add from the Kavos and I'm Alex videos.
Do you just like Brandon and Alex, like personally?
No, I think Brandon's a pussy, but
Yeah.
I don't dislike Alex personally.
Do you think they dislike you personally? You think they dislike you?
I'd say Alex probably does. I don't think Brandon really knows me.
Okay. I don't know. Does this mean anything to you? Lethal Simpson, that's my guy. Why is the show canceled?
What show?
Exactly. Then West Orbit responds, something came up with Tom. You wrote that in fucking Turkey Time Questions? Simpson.
He was asking
Yeah.
why we didn't do this last week.
I don't
Yeah.
look at this shit till I go on.
All right, that's fair. That's
Fuck
fair.
you, the guy. Then that's it. I already answered the last one about the school. I think we're cool. We're cool like school.
All right.
You got anything, final statement? Anything to say?
I don't know. I think I remember you last time we were going to do it. You wanted me to give my opinion on a bunch of YouTubers. I think.
I don't like that idea anymore.
No, why
But
not?
let's do it. Let's do it.
I think
I'm
the
just gonna
rapid
go
fire
open.
was
I'm
good.
gonna open my sub box. How about that? There's a rattle to
Okay.
it.
Sure.
But I might get, if you don't know, just pass because I
Okay.
subscribe to weird shit. I mean, I'm old man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bearing. How about that one?
Pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good. I think he's elite.
I don't think so. I think he's all right. His scripting's good. Editing's a little lacking, and there are editing errors.
Yeah, but
here
the
and there that I
editing is
don't
not
like.
important. The editing is not important there. It's the writing and the comedy.
I think if it's such simple fixes he could iron out, it bothers me. But yeah,
Prager University. No, don't answer that. Prager University. Boogie 2988.
kind of a panderer, but he's all right.
Good guy. Panderer, definitely. Brad is banter.
I've heard some bad personal things
Oh,
about
he's a
him.
complete toolbox.
I don't know if I want to repeat them, but I don't. Like his content.
Don't do that. But
Yeah, I'm not a
Say
fan
it
of his
a lot.
content. Really, just
yeah, I agree.
not for me.
Trash bag. Penguins.
Oh, Penguin Zoe, critical.
Penguins is 0. Yeah, yeah. Penguins
Yeah,
are
yeah, I
zero.
like him a lot.
Okay. Ace Trainer Liam.
The Pokemon guy.
Yeah, my guy.
I don't watch his videos. I don't really know.
Jack's films.
I think he's pretty good. I watch him every once in a while. I think Yai is a pretty good series.
He's elite. Poots. Pootie Pie.
I think his recent content has been really good. I've been really enjoying it. Yeah, been really enjoying his recent stuff.
Yeah, he's hit or miss with me, but nothing but respect for the guy.
I think the meme review is pretty great. I like
Scarce.
it. Just boring. I don't really like him.
You think he's boring? Did you watch his interview with me?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't think anything different of him?
No, not really. I mean, I see he's clearly got a personality. He just doesn't show it in his videos.
I wonder why that
I
is.
hate
He does have
taking
he's a great
L's.
person. He's a great guy. Here's Ted's spot for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. The Courting or Unsleeved Media.
I don't know.
You know Jeremy, the guy, the Magic the Gathering guy.
No, don't know them.
Okay. Just want to Barry's in a podcast with him. Great job, thanks. Stromedy, he happens to be. Stromedy, whatever his name is, yeah.
I don't know. I like Colossal's video about him.
Soda Poppin'. Let's go to Twitch. Soda Poppin'. He has a YouTube channel.
He's all right. I think he's had some good streams. I don't watch him as much as I used to, but he's pretty good.
I used to watch him a little more too. He's a funny guy. Some of his clips on the internet, some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Ricky Berwick.
I've never really laughed at any of his stuff. It's
Never?
just kind of
Not once?
no, just kind of cringy, weird humor that like I see the appeal, but it's just not for me.
It's not for you? Okay. I laugh. I'm not saying I laugh. I'm not going to totally suck him off, but I laugh. I think he's funny. He's a good guy. Good kid, too. Real good kid. 8 Thoughts.
I like him. I like his like Battlefield stuff. I think he's pretty good. I think he's funny.
I'm not going to. Monkey Jones, he already really talked about him. Let's see if I can get some other here. Everybody else is probably too niche for you. Keemstar as of now.
I'm blocked on Twitter and I don't watch Drama Alert, so
You're still blocked. You're still blocked? You're still blocked on Twitter by him.
Yeah.
I'm not blocked anymore.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah. Oh,
Check it
yeah.
out.
I'm blocked. Check now? All right, I checked like last week.
Oh, really?
Um,
Poor fucking coward.
yeah,
You got more
Yeah,
balls.
I'm still blocked.
Isn't it cool to know you have more balls than him? Michael McCrudden.
I think he gets a little too much shit from people who are kind of hypocritical with what they do,
What do
but
you think
I don't
they
really
do?
like his content.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Franco.
He's pretty good, kind of a panderer, but I like his content.
Is it pandering or is it just running a fucking business with good PR? I always wondered that myself. You know,
That's called pandering, Tony.
no, it's not. Not if you're feeding a family, and that's where you separate.
All right.
That's it.
If you
No,
say
it's
so.
not. No, well,
Big Tommy.
I mean, look at it from a fucking business standpoint. All right, you're selling fucking lemonade and you're treating everybody like shit that comes in. You're not going to go in and buy the fucking lemonade. I think it's very easy for a 15-year-old boy to put it that way, but there is like most things, there is a limit to the point
Yeah,
where you're
Tommy
going to
actually
lose
gotta go
respect
soon.
you're going to lose respect for overdoing it. I'll give you that.
Okay. I actually got to go soon.
It's almost over. It was an hour.
All right.
You got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes?
Gonna say.
You got
Yeah,
2 minutes?
yeah.
That show's over. I'm going to read it. Fuck it. All right. I guess the last question is, how did you feel about your interview today?
L's.
It
Balls.
was good. I liked it.
Ricky-
Been worth the wait.
It was really good. I'm going to pat myself. I think it was my best interview, but I'm not terribly comfortable talking to you that way. But I thought
All
I'd
right.
make a more interview.
That's
No,
fair.
I'm not. I don't like talking that way. But you're kind of under a little fire. I'm more behind the scenes than in front of the scenes, for lack of a better word. But I think you're a stand-up guy, and I think you're principled, which is uncommon. And it's hard to be principled at your age because you don't know what the fuck you are.
Taking L's.
Turkey Tom should not have a channel. High effort. Yeah. Lubex. Keem. LS Mark. Minecraft Puppet Steve. Stargazer with a 10 spot. Vault. And Parsley Wigger. Turkey Tom should not have a YouTube channel. Is it the guy that hit you? His name is his name is Parsley?
No, he was cutting parsley.
It's a good story, by the way.
I hope so.
I think we're gonna end it. Tom, thank
Took a
you.
lot of time to make up.
Thank you for being. Thank you for coming on, and I think you have a great future ahead of you. I do not want what's going behind the scenes to come in front of them, because whether you think it's pandering or not, I want to see you gain, and you can lose. Don't think for a minute you can't lose. How long did it take me to dig out of my hole? A year and a half. I mean, admittedly, the format's different. Mine's a podcast. Like, probably wear people down more with notifications than you do. But, be careful, buddy. I mean that.
All right.
All right,
I
man,
will.
let's end it. Let's get the hell out of here. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this great interview of Shot for the Point. Tomorrow, check us out, Shot for the Point, on the SFTP News Channel. You're going to be seeing Diorio versus Tobes for the next 2 days before you shut it down for the weekend. Good night.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan,
Shut up!
fake identity.
I just got demonetized, you prick.
Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-Town, the King's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read the Migos to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my
Turkey Tom
through my hip hop.
has the slickness.
Here's a headline.
You got it.